Tonight from Bowling Green, Ohio, we bring you the Battle of I-75, one of the best rivalries in all of college sports, as the Bowling Green Falcons host the Toledo Rockets inside the Stroh Center. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us alongside Samantha Momeyer. I'm Brad Woznicki. It has been a bit of a rough start for Bowling Green so far in conference play as the Falcons entered this season the preseason favorites. While Toledo coming off a win last night, the Rockets 4-1 so far in the MAC.
Brad, historically, this matchup has gone in favor of the Bowling Green Falcons. They've won 8 out of the last 10 matchups against the Toledo Rockets. But tonight, the Battle of I-75, it's really going to come down to whatever team chooses to play with their own style out on the court.
And for a team like Bowling Green that's had some ups and downs so far in conference play, you look for a player that can provide consistency. And the junior from Louisville, Kentucky, Mia Tyler, does just that.
Mia Tyler is really leading this team offensively, especially last weekend against Western Michigan. In this series, she ended with 21 kills. Mia Tyler is that player that's quiet sometimes, but boy, is she dangerous offensively.
And then you have Toledo's Taylor Alt, the exact opposite of Mia Tyler. She always makes her presence known. 3-time first-team all-conference selection, averaging right now better than 17 kills in conference play.
Alt is a threat for the Rockets right now, not only from the outside, but also behind the service line. Last night, 2 aces to add to her 7 on the season so far, all well, ending the night with 13 kills.
Let's take you through now the starters. First for the visiting Toledo Rockets. It'll be number 1, Claire Iden, Macy Hatkovich, Emily Hunzelka, Taylor Alt, Abby Erickson, Izzy Granger, and your starting libero, Ryan Jaquay. For the Bowling Green Falcons, who are 4-2 at home this season, starting center, Jaden Walls, Amanda Otten, freshman, Lauren Hovey, sophomore. We'll have Alexis Mattil, Benedetta Marcone, another freshman in the starting lineup for Bowling Green, Mia Tyler, who we talked about, and your middle, Jessica Andrews, starting libero, Alex LeBoy. Bowling Green, all of their matches so far in conference play have been against the Mid-American Conference West Division. Toledo coming off a win against the East last night. The Rockets trying to build off that, sitting 4-1 in the MAC so far.
And as we're getting deeper into conference play, both teams kind of coming off different schedules. Toledo just playing yesterday, winning over Miami of Ohio. Bowling Green not playing since last weekend.
And the Rockets on the board first. Toledo would love to come out and put some immediate pressure on Bowling Green with their service game, a strength that Bowling Green has shown throughout the season. Bowling Green doesn't allow many aces. So far in MAC play, they've only allowed 13, just giving up 1 there to open the match. And Mia Tyler responds to get Bowling Green on the board. Mia Tyler, 3 straight matches with double-digit kills, hitting 378, 240, and 250. That's where we're going back to that consistency in her attack.
The Falcons really needed Tyler to step up last weekend, too, kind of struggling to work together as a team last weekend, playing against top team in the MAC right now.
The Western Michigan Broncos. Good touch off the block. Off the jump set. And it's Jaden Walls connecting with Jessica Andrews. And Jaden Walls back to being in the starting setter position tonight for Bowling Green. She was kept out of Bowling Green's last match against Western Michigan and played minimal in the first of 2 against the Broncos.
And that just goes back to show you how versatile some of these Bowling Green Falcon players are. A lot of them being able to play at the front of the net, but also being able to set.
Taylor Alt tried to take that ball down the line. It is out of bounds. To go back to your last point about Bowling Green playing more as a unit, Bowling Green had a full week of practice this week where everyone was healthy. It has been illness. There have been some injuries mixed in there. It's tough with that for any team having to go through that. And a good aggressive play by Macy Hatkovich, the freshman setter out of Penn High School in Indiana. She just showed you right there. She is not afraid to be aggressive.
Especially early on, it's rare that you're going to see a setter start to be aggressive this early in a set. But with Toledo, they're willing to do anything right from the get-go.
Received by Marcone. And Lauren Hovey able to get it into the block. Bowling Green's leader throughout the season. She is top 10 in the MAC in kills and service aces per set. And how about here at home for Lauren Hovey, averaging better than 15 kills a match.
Definitely an environment player. Last weekend, still putting together a pretty impressive play. Ended last weekend with 15 kills.
Off the tape. Good play by Hatkovich. Tyler over top, waiting on that ball was Claire Iden. And off of Bowling Green's block and out of bounds, Taylor Alt, another kill. Alt, number 2 in the MAC in kills per set.
You got to give credit to the dig from Marcone for the Falcons. Marcone also taking over that libero role for a little while for the Falcons. Now back to her normal position just as a defensive specialist.
That was going back to part of the illness for Bowling Green when Alex LeBoy was not available. Bowling Green was actually without LeBoy the last time they were here at home against the Northern Illinois Huskies when they split with Northern Illinois.
And it was the freshman that had to step up in that big position.
Tied up at 4 here in the opening set. Off the serve from Macy Hatkovich. And that's kept alive. Hovey setting. Amanda Otten unable to put that ball down. LeBoy the bump set. Mia Tyler tried to go cross court. Overpass. To the middle. Boy, opportunities on both sides. Mia Tyler's attack is out wide. Tell you what, Toledo right there didn't try and do anything fancy. Just kept the ball in play and forced Bowling Green to work.
Bowling Green kind of doing the same thing, just keeping the ball in play. Tyler had a chance to put away the end of that volley with just the tip over the net, but kind of elected to just play it safe.
There's Jakeway in the back row. Middle attack, quick hands from Hovey. Out to Alt. Tracked down by Marcone. Right side, Otten. And there was a touch there from Toledo. Amanda Otten, the 6'3" freshman from Batavia, Illinois. Western Michigan held her to just 2 kills on 12 attacks last match. And here's Lindsay LaPinta. Last time Falcons were here at home, LaPinta had a career-high 13 digs. Now she's got an ace. Bowling Green's first of the match, and the Falcons go in front. Received by Granger. Nice play by LaPinta to the middle for Andrews, and almost looked like she hit that ball off her wrist as it caught the tape, then went out of bounds.
An impressive off-net attack, too, for Taylor Alt, pretty much at the 10-foot line, and she was still able to get a roll shot and snap the ball down. Toledo, you can tell, just playing very aggressive whenever they possibly can.
Out to Kat Manley. Right side for Boyer. And Jada Boyer takes it line. First couple seasons for Boyer, played in 22 matches combined. She then played in all 32 last season. She's been a weapon for Toledo this season. Last weekend, 11 and 10 kills respectively against the Central Michigan Chippewas. And she added 10 more kills last night against the Redhawks. As Alex LeBoy leans out of the way of that one, and we're tied at 7. Received by Alt, long way to run. Trying to cut that ball, it's out.
Bowling Green doing a really good job of reading the ball tonight. Not letting themselves work for points that could just be easy out of bounds.
Good save. Granger was looking back row. LaPinta with the up. The attack error for Mattel at an odd angle there when she was trying to put that ball over. Now to be Ryan Jakeway to serve. The Mid-American Conference leader in digs per set. Otten, there's Jaquay. That ball is going to go over the official point, Bowling Green. Nothing outstanding on either side really offensively so far. Both teams really making one another work.
I have a feeling that much of tonight is going to look like this, just back and forth between these two teams.
Good deep serve. It's over to Boyer. And Boyer's block. She was well off the net. Mattil and Manley were there.
That contact just so happened to be a little late for the Rockets, therefore just going straight into the block for the Falcons, and they did a good job of making sure it was there.
Bowling Green, along with Ball State, two of the top blocking teams in the Mid-American Conference. Out to Granger. That's off the block. Manley got in there, and then Maboy. And a great play by Granger to go right back at Bowling Green before they could reset.
Bringing the defense in and then sending the ball out.
Izzy Granger, just 15 minutes south of Bowling Green, is where she played her high school volleyball at Liberty Benton. Daughter of A.J. Granger, former basketball standout at Michigan State. And Izzy was originally committed to play at Pitt before ending up at Toledo. Back set for Hovey. It's off the block. Bowling Green by 2. Good to see Lauren Hovey getting going here early. She had her streak of 8 straight matches with double-digit kills snapped last weekend. A lot of that was a credit to the Broncos because Western Michigan didn't give Bowling Green a whole lot of extra opportunities. They made the most of every chance.
And now Bowling Green making those adjustments after the series last weekend, so kind of trying to fall into their own rhythm right now with those adjustments they had to make, both offensively and defensively.
Out of the middle there, that was Alt. Trying to split the back row. Here's Granger. Roll shot. Over top, Mattil finds the hardwood.
Definitely could have been a potential double call for Hakovic of the Toledo Rockets.
Mattil, another player that Bowling Green is glad to have back. She did not play last time out. But you watch your tip kill. It's Bowling Green by 3 in our first time out. Toledo 9, and the history between these two teams. Bowling Green a big edge, and here at home 29-4 all time against Toledo. That's the Stroh Center days, that's Anderson Arena days, and we're expecting a battle here tonight.
When it comes down to each season, you just never know. It's almost like the records don't mean too much when it's so season to season for both of these teams.
When we talk about the fact that the Falcons have yet to play a team out of the Mid-American Conference East, when you go to the West Division, take your pick on who's going to win that division. Ball State in recent years has been the team to beat. Western Michigan, as you pointed out, right now the top team in that division, top team in the Mid-American Conference, period. And then Toledo's going to be right in there.
And it's our impact player making an impact right out of the timeout. A kill for Mia Tyler, straight to the ground right at the 10-foot line.
For Tyler, that was her second kill. Bowling Green gets the block up. It's Tyler and Mattil this time. Watch it again. Mia Tyler all over that ball.
Definitely the biggest lead we've seen so far in set number 1.
Roll shot. There's Jaden Walls flying in. Granger blocked. Granger again. Able to get it off the block this time. The last couple points and what you're seeing Toledo try to do offensively, does it feel like Bowling Green is a step ahead of knowing where the Rockets want to go?
I think Bowling Green definitely is a step ahead right now, and it has to do with the setting right now for Toledo. I think Hakovic is struggling to find that sweet spot for her sets right now, so Bowling Green's a step ahead because they're reading the hits so well, getting their block fully set up.
Mia Tyler got it off the block. Bowling Green back up 5. Pardon me, Lauren Hovey off the block. So far, Hovey and Tyler have combined for 5 kills. Deep serve from Mattil, received by Iden. They run the slide. Nice up by Marcone. And Taylor Alt just reaches up, taps it down, point Rockets. Taylor Alt, 6'1" senior from Ottawa, Ohio. Played her high school ball at Ottawa Glandorf. She's not the only Rocket out of Ottawa Glandorf. You also have Claire Iden, number 1. And serve goes long. Amanda Otten back on for Bowling Green. It'll be Lauren Hovey to serve. And Toledo's going to call their second timeout. Bowling Green 16, Toledo 11. Well, we told you about the all-time series. How about what Bowling Green head coach Daniela Tomic is trying to do here tonight? She is looking for win number 200 at Bowling Green. 199 and 146, and the impressiveness of the streak that the Falcons have put together over the last 4 years. 20 or more wins in each of those seasons.
And Daniela Tomic was looking to get that 200th win last time the Falcons were at home against Northern Illinois, where they fell in the second match of the series against Northern Illinois. So now, after facing against Western Michigan, still hoping to get that at home for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's hard to recall a time in which you've seen Daniela Tomic coach team lose 3 in a row, and that's what the Falcons are trying to do right now. They're trying to snap the 3-match losing streak, losing their last home match to Northern Illinois and then the 2 to Western Michigan.
And tonight would be the time to do it against Battle of I-75, back at home, bouncing back after a losing streak. Tonight's the night.
Toledo Rockets ended non-conference play, losing their final 5 matches. But as noted, 4-1 coming in here so far in conference play, and there was nothing really easy about their non-conference schedule. Their final 2 matches was a home-and-home versus Notre Dame. And win last night against Miami, it was a sweep over the Redhawks. Toledo hit 333 compared to 149 for Miami. The Rockets also had a 7-2 advantage in aces. Speaking of aces, there's the second for Bowling Green. Comes off the hand of Lauren Hovey.
For Toledo last night, it was definitely the block that was on protecting against Miami. Their offense just could not find any rhythm last night against Toledo.
Miami tonight taking on Ball State, who Bowling Green will see tomorrow back here at the Stroh Center.
It's a good change of pace for Toledo there. Taylor Alt.
Alt out, no touch. Bowling Green's lead grows to 7.
You would think at this time Toledo might look to go back to some of those aggressive tactics they were using in the first few points of set number 1. Now that it seems like they're just kind of playing it safe, like you mentioned.
Lauren Hovey has another ace. She's picking on that back row right now. Let's see how Toledo adjusts. They've got Iden sitting in the middle right now. Granger right behind her. And that one right into the net. Bowling Green by 7. Boyer's coming back on. Out goes Iden. It'll be Hakovic to serve. Macy Hakovic had her first double-double of her career against Eastern Michigan back on September 21st. Now she's had 3 double-doubles in her last 5 matches. Season high 40 assists against Central Michigan. Bump set from Jaquay. Here's Alt. Well out of bounds. Bowling Green into the red zone, leading by 8. Attack percentage for Bowling Green right now, 208. A 0 attack percentage for the Rockets.
And this is the first time the Falcons have created a lead like this since their last home game against Northern Illinois. In the first set, they took out Northern Illinois, but then ended up losing that match.
Overpass to Kat Manley. Again, overpass. This time Bowling Green puts it down.
And a smart play by Manley, too. That change of pace is really working for the Falcons tonight.
It's easy to be over-aggressive and get your eyes real wide when you see that coming your way.
Exactly. Especially when you're not getting an approach like that at the net. You have to be careful with your swing, how much power you're giving it. When you get an approach, it's going more towards the ground. When you're just jumping up in the air, it's more likely to go out.
And Toledo has just brought on Ryan Felici, one of the veterans for this Rockets team. Here's Alt, off the block, to the middle for Andrews. Double-digit lead for Bowling Green. And as you can see there, Samantha, always got to stay active here in the broadcast booth. Got to teach you young, you know?
I was going to say, that was good. Good skills. Nice catch.
Soft hands. Received by Alt. They run the slide for Boyer. It's off the block. Gets Toledo back to within 9. Watch it again. Able to go one-on-one there with Manley off that slide. Jada Boyer hitting a career best 313. Otten right at Hatkovich. And trying to tip there as Bowling Green's block was waiting on that.
That was Taylor Alt with the set, too, from the back row. Interesting, too, her serve isn't a jump serve, just a normal standing serve, but yet she's one of the best servers on this Toledo Rockets team.
Right side, Boyer just buried that ball line. Boyer averaging 9.5 kills per match so far in conference play. Manley tip. Boyer again. Blocked, and Matil tried to play it out of the net. Toledo looking to make a late run, maybe establish some momentum going into set 2. Serve out wide to Manley. It's over to Otten. And Bowling Green now has set point. Amanda Otten's 3rd kill.
Toledo just unable to control things right now defensively against this Falcons offense.
Otten to serve for the set. Service error keeps Toledo alive for the moment. Jaden Walls back on. It'll be Claire Iden to serve for Toledo. 4th season with the Rockets. She played in all but 2 matches. She's got 8 aces on the season. She'll keep it short. Hovey blocked. That was all Izzy Granger. Izzy Granger, you can talk about the amount of ways that she contributes to this team all across the board. Kills, digs, and a block right there.
That's not often that you're going to see a solo block just right from the right side.
Bowling Green by 7. LaPinta to Walls, to the middle for Matil. Bowling Green at one point had a double-digit lead. The Falcons close out the first set 25-17. We'll be back with more in the Battle of I-75 right here on ESPN. Well, Jason Oliver has had the Rockets on the rise in the Mid-American Conference You go back to 2019 when the Rockets won just 9 matches. Now over the last 2 seasons combined, they've won 39. His record, though, against Bowling Green, he would like to see improve 1-5.
Overall, this Toledo team putting together an impressive performance offensively, I think, so far tonight, just really struggling to connect defensively. But being coached like a coach like that with an impressive record behind him, I think you have to watch for maybe the second set them to bounce back. Wondering what he said to them in the huddle.
Well, Toledo has mixed things up throughout their lineup so far in this season. At times they've played a 6-2. Tonight they're in a 5-1, while Bowling Green is playing a 6-2 tonight.
And still so early in MAC play. I think both teams, all teams in the MAC right now, still just switching things up within their offense, like you mentioned, running a 6-2 or a 5-1, so kind of having to fall into that rhythm early on in these matches.
Bowling Green out of that first set hitting 250. The Rockets at 0-91. Falcons also had an advantage in aces 3-1. Marcone serves, and the second set is underway. That ball coming our way. Bowling Green on the board first here in set number 2 with the Falcons' 4th ace. Had to go out and get that ball. There's LeBoy with the up. Tyler. And Bowling Green doing what they want to do. They come out, put pressure on with their service game, and make the most of their next opportunity.
And talk about a balanced attack right now for Bowling Green. Andrews, Otten, Hovey, and Tyler all sitting with 3 kills. That's across the net for them.
And you just haven't been able to say that for Bowling Green because not everyone's been available. Trying to go cross court. That's headed towards the Bowling Green bench, and Hovey gets there. It'll be a free ball for Toledo. Can the Rockets use it? They'll push it out to the pin for Alt. Look out. Taylor Alt, 1,460 career kills coming in here. Add 1 more right there. She needs 32 more coming into tonight to move into 3rd all-time on the Rockets' career kills list. And off the block, Bowling Green answers back. The all-time leader at Toledo is L.G. Bass. 1,546 career kills, set back from 1984 to 1987. So you think about how long that has stood, and Taylor Alt has a very good shot to become the all-time leader. Off the bump set, the tip sliding in is Walls. There's Jakeway. Now Alt got a running start and is blocked by Andrews. Straight up, straight down on that one for Bowling Green sophomore Jessica Andrews. She teamed up with Hovey.
Jessica Andrews effective whenever she's been in the game this season so far for the Falcons.
Remember, she battled an ankle injury early in this season, and watching that one for another Bowling Green ace. It's 5-1 Falcons.
You have to think Toledo might be running for that one tomorrow. That's a big no-no in volleyball, letting a ball drop without a single touch.
Another good serve from Mattil. That's over to Andrews. Thank you very much. Everything going Bowling Green's way right now.
Toledo needing to find answers because they put together a little bit of a comeback in that first set, but they just let Bowling Green have too many points near the end of the game, or Bowling Green was working for too many points near the end. It's hard to fight back when that happens.
Alt, that's off the head of Marcone. They're going to go out and check on her. Taylor Alt has put together some heavy balls in the last few points, and you got to make sure concussion protocol-wise here that Marcone is okay. Marcone, you remember, was a player that continues to earn her time out there on the floor with her defense. She was MAC East Defensive Player of the Week back on September 25th after double-double performance.
such a tough player, so you can tell they're extra checking on her to make sure she's not just trying to be tough out there.
And Bowling Green fans showing the love for Benedetta Marcone. Here's a look at it again. Did not get the hands up in time, and it looked like it went right off the forehead. Glad to see she's okay. Bowling Green by 4. Tyler on a tight pass, pushed it deep to Jaquay. Alt from the 10-foot line, that's off of Hovey. Rockets within 3. Taylor Alt's 5th kill. Again to Marcone. High set to Tyler. Dug out by Jaquay and coming our way.
We must have a magnet over here tonight.
I'll tell you what, also has a lot to do with the hard hitting that is going on right now.
Everything just rebounding off whatever it can in the gym.
They push it to the middle for Felici. And Ryan Felici all smiles after that one. Felici was moved from the middle to the right side this season, but in the middle that time. Moved to the right side due in part to trying to give one of the freshmen an opportunity in the middle to get going right away. And off of Toledo's block and inbounds. The Rockets closing the gap, down just 2.
And that Felici play is one where that block just has to be there, because that's not going to be something that you can defend against with how hard that ball is being hit. But it's also a challenge because it was hit near the middle where there's usually just a solo blocker.
Hovey the set, Tyler the kill, wide open.
That just looked pretty.
And everything's in system, get a good clean first touch. Fun to watch. And we'll give you another look. Toledo going one way, the kill going the other. Hakovic gets there. It'll be Granger blocked. Everyone pulled in there for Toledo. LeBoy to Manley. Off the block. Bowling Green under control, in command, everyone doing their job. You go back to the last serve there for Toledo on the serve receive. Almost thought that ball could drop. It looked as though Toledo was a little unsure who was going to take it.
Mark the assist for Alex LeBoy, too. An impressive setup. That just shows you how well Bowling Green is working together as a unit tonight.
And Taylor Alt was right through Jessica Andrews with that kill. Alt trying to keep the Rockets in it. 9-6 right now. Still a long way to go in set number 2. See if Jaquay can put a service run together. Bowling Green, tough time on the serve receive. Opportunity for the Rockets. Hakovic to Alt out of the back row, and a nice up there by Hovey. It will be a free ball. Boyer. Boy, has she been good. Delivering almost every time she gets a touch. Her 5th kill.
That ball almost hit the middle circle of the court. That's how fast it went down to the ground. An impressive attack.
Otten's blocked. Toledo down just 1 after falling behind 5-1 to start. And Daniela Tomic sees something that she wants to talk about. And we're going to have our first timeout of set number 2. It's Bowling Green 9, Toledo 8. Don't go anywhere. And Taylor Alt has done her part with 6 kills. And Lauren Hovey, she's already working on a triple-double performance with 4 kills, 6 digs, and 5 assists. 2 stars coming in.
And you have to give credit to all the stars that are in the MAC, because not that big of a difference between all the different percentages there.
And I would think both players will be in the conversation for MAC Player of the Year as Kat Manley uses the block, ducks out of the way, and Bowling Green leads by 2. Natil back in the front row with Manley and Otten as Andrews goes out.
We're not seeing as many aggressive attacks from Manley tonight, but she's playing extremely smart. We're seeing a lot of tips, using the block well, kind of just taking advantage of the attacks that she's being given.
And the Falcons now have a half dozen service aces. Bowling Green going to try and build that lead right back up coming out of the timeout. Boyer, and that ball did not get above the tape.
And you look at Bowling Green's half dozen aces versus Toledo's singular ace. You have to wonder if that's playing a role in the lead right now.
Well, Bowling Green with 3 straight points after their timeout. Jason Oliver going to call one for the Rockets. Bowling Green is trying to take a commanding 2-0 advantage. The benefit right now for Toledo is you still have some time here to figure things out.
Yeah, they didn't let the lead get too late in the game because it was so close back and forth throughout the whole first half of that first set of play, but still being a little bit close in this second set of play, but Bowling Green pulling ahead more than they were already in the first.
Well, how about the tail of the tape to show you how these two teams stack up coming in here. Bowling Green, the advantage in hitting percentage, slight advantage in opponent's hitting percentage. You see just how good these two teams are defensively, with Ball State still being the best blocking team in the Mid-American Conference. But the service aces, Bowling Green plus 21 right there, plus 5 so far here tonight.
Another interesting point to the digs per set. Kind of an extreme difference there for both of those teams, but you wouldn't guess that watching Bowling Green versus Toledo.
Those digs per set, you give a lot of credit to Ryan Jakeway, the veteran libero for Toledo. In fact, for Jakeway, 2007 career days coming in here. Last night, she became the second player in program history to reach 2,000. The only other player to do that, Marissa Leonard. We'll tell you more about her later on. Hakovich will push it to Granger. That's off the boy. And Toledo back to within 3. Claire Iden is back on. In this set alone, Bowling Green hitting 417, Toledo hitting 333. Really had to grind it out, I thought, for both teams in that first set. Much more of an offensive show so far in the second set.
And there we saw an aggressive attack from Manley. Definitely starting to fall into a rhythm herself.
And Kat Manley playing at Bowling Green after, of course, growing up right down the street from Toledo, too. She is right in the middle of the battle of I-75, being from Perrysburg, Ohio. Here's Manley. Out. Jaden Walls returns. Izzy Granger to serve. Hovey. Dug out by Jakeway. Alt. And Bowling Green into the net.
It's unfortunate because an impressive dig in the back row for Lindsay LaPinta.
Received by LeBoy. Middle for Mattil. There's a good touch there, but unable to make a play off of that. Didn't get a ton of lift off the hands, off that touch from Abby Erickson there at the net.
Yeah. I think the lift right now for the Toledo Rockets with the whole setting situation just seemed a little bit off all game so far.
Bowling Green by 3. We couldn't quite clear the tape. Now to be Abby Erickson to serve. 6'1" senior from Powell, Ohio. Tyler. There's Erickson with the dig and turned into offense for Alt. This is where it can be dangerous. You talk about what Abby Erickson can do in the middle for Toledo. She has that ability to put a lot of pressure on with her service game, much like Mathilde does for Bowling Green. Two very impressive middles. Middle for Mathilde. Out of bounds. All even at 14. It was right around this point in the first set where Bowling Green started to run away with it.
It's a good point in the game for the Rockets to tie it up. Still plenty of time.
Bowling Green retakes the lead off Lauren Hovey's kill. Almost an ace there, if not for Jakeway. That was a tight pass. Mathilde able to get it over. Hakovic to Alt. Into the block, too strong there for Taylor Alt.
You can tell the Falcons were just a little out of system on that volley.
Ace. Macy Hakovic. Toledo with the lead for the first time in this set. For the Rockets, that was just their second ace of the match. Hovey answers back. That's her sixth kill. It's fun when you know coming in who to watch, and when they deliver, it's a real treat for the fans. Hovey and Alt doing that.
Talk about Hovey delivering offensively, all well setting too, running the 6-2 for the Falcons.
And Lauren Hovey will pick up another ace as Toledo trying to cover a lot of ground there to try and keep that ball alive. Off the tape. Able to get there was Hakovic. Chance for Bowling Green to make it a 2-point set. Andrews. Boyer. Ooh, almost could have been a lift called there against Bowling Green. Alt had to go out and get it. Dug out. And into the bench. We're tied again.
Could have possibly been a lift call on both sides for both teams. Toledo having one that could have possibly been called for a lift too.
Here's the effort there by LeBoy to try and keep that ball alive, and Hovey just couldn't get under that ball enough. But you know what, Samantha? I'll say this. Say there could have been a lift call on both sides. If you let them play, I'm okay with that.
Call it even.
Mia Tyler gets the touch off the block. Her sixth kill. Who's going to be the first to the red zone here in set number 2? LaPinta and Manley back on for Bowling Green. LaPinta in the back row. Here's Manley. Oh, heck of an up there by Alt. They push it to Manley. Her roll shot covered by Hakovic. Boyer, tight pass. Oh, great job to speed it up. Hovey to Andrews, the Canadian connection.
I was just going to mention that, Brad. I'm loving that connection between Andrews and Hovey right now. Such a quick hitter for Bowling Green. I think because Hovey has a little bit more height than Walls does, she's able to get just that quick attack for Andrews, and Andrews obviously loves it.
Pause in the action as Toledo wiping up the floor. And the Bowling Green students going to jump on that, clean the floor up down at their end. If you're just joining us, Bowling Green coming in here just 1-3 so far in Mid-American Conference play. They opened up MAC play with that win over Northern Illinois, have dropped 3 in a row since. Toledo 4-1 so far in the conference. And we have a timeout with Bowling Green leading Toledo 19-17. How about the way Bowling Green has been able to respond here to Toledo Rockets? Bowling Green built up that lead early on in the set. Toledo came back to tie it up and take the lead. Time and time again, Lauren Hovey.
I think right now you just have to be so impressed with the Falcons' consistency. They've been struggling with that all season long, and tonight we're seeing tons of consistency all throughout that first set of play, taking that lead about midway through the set and then all the way through the second set of play. Although Toledo's been fighting back and keeping the game close, Bowling Green producing consistent numbers.
Watch Hovey in the service game there, dial up an ace. Then off the back set from Walls, got it off the block. And that would be another ace. That was Bowling Green's 7th ace of the match right there. Lauren Hovey having a quick word with Alex Del Piombo in her 8th season as the assistant coach for Bowling Green. She was just recently bumped to associate head coach along with Allison Cook. And there is Allison Cook. The staff has been together now for 7+ years. And on the overpass, Jessica Andrews takes care of that. Toledo does not have any timeouts remaining.
If you're Andrews, you love that ball. Just a nice little easy tap.
Big block for Bowling Green with Otten and Andrews. Toledo's got to respond and respond now. Bowling Green's 4th block of the match is set to Felici. And Ryan Felici trying to come through again when it counts. Felici started her collegiate career at West Virginia. She's in her 4th season with the Rockets. 3 times this season she's had double-digit kills. Manley trying to save it. Boyer gets there, gets it to crawl over the tape. Out to Otten. The attack is out. Bowling Green was trying to get that ball away from Toledo's block, just couldn't keep it in.
Trying to switch it up, too, after Andrews had just tipped the ball over, I think twice in a row there, electing to go to the right side.
Bump set from LeBoy. Manley. Bowling Green by 3 and 3 points away from taking this second set. Well, trying to spot that ball, but it looked like it was out, and it was. Attack error for Erickson.
An easy point that Toledo unfortunately can't afford right now.
It's the Rockets looking for answers. Trying to find that seam. Tracked down by Jakeway. Hovey out to Manley. Good hands from Jakeway. Alt. There's LaPinta. Middle for Mattil. Oh, good play by Hakovic. And this ball finally out of play. Much needed point for Toledo. And Iden is on. Boyer out. As long as Bowling Green controls their first touch, they should be okay. Manley out. Was there a touch? And the down official called that ball in. I didn't see a touch there, but did this ball find its way in? We'll try to give you as many looks as we can, but even the Bowling Green fans behind us were a bit surprised that that ball was called good. Toledo trying to get within 2. The call stands. Bowling Green will have set point. Is there enough evidence here? And there's no touch, but where does the ball land? That's the question. And I don't know if the best angle we could give you would be from game cam on that one, directly behind us. Here's another look. If we can back that one up and try to slow that down.
Oh, it is a lot closer than I thought it was. It's still hard to see, though.
And is there enough there to overturn that? It's Toledo with the challenge.
I will say the look on Manley's face didn't seem like she was surprised that it was in.
A crucial call. As Daniela Tomic always flashing the Nike kicks, her shoe game on point. And Jason Oliver, where that ball landed was right in front of him. And you got a challenge.
Absolutely. No matter if you, honestly, whether you're thinking the ball was in or not, give your team a little bit of a break at this point, regroup. It gives you an opportunity to talk to your team, especially when a game is at this point. BG ahead by 4. This would be game point.
We were even midway through this set. At one point, Toledo taking a 1-point lead. Bowling Green able to respond, and the Falcons have not given up the lead since. And right there.
Seems like that ball's out. We have to remind you that if the ball even gets the slightest bit of the line, it's considered in, but from that angle, it almost looks like it's out.
Anxiously awaiting this call. And the ball is out. Good challenge for Jason Oliver. And it's the Rockets within 2 instead of Bowling Green having set point. It's Bowling Green still with the advantage, but Toledo trying to make a late comeback. Toledo has actually had the better attack percentage in this second set, 290 to 273. Received by Manley. Hovey's going to Manley. Block is there. And unable to pull that ball out of the net. The Rockets down just 1.
Puts a lot more pressure on the Falcons now because 2 versus 1 ahead for the lead is kind of huge at this point, especially when you're in the red zone.
Well, Daniela Tomic calls her second timeout. Toledo is able to come from behind here. We're looking at a brand new match. Then it turns into a best of 3. Bowling Green has had the advantage again against recent years against the Toledo Rockets. But this match means so much for both teams in different ways. I mean, Toledo, a chance to start 5-1 in the MAC would be big for the Rockets. Bowling Green trying to get back in the win column and avoid a 4-match win streak before Ball State comes in here tomorrow.
Not to mention Toledo kind of hungry for a comeback after Bowling Green defeating the Rockets last year. So it's really anyone's game right now. Like we mentioned in the pregame, really just a matter of which team brings their own style to the court. And right now it's looking like that's in the favor of Bowling Green.
It's Claire Iden serving. Both teams have used their timeouts. Here we go. Will this second set need extra time? And the boy coming in to take it. It'll be Manley off the block, and it drops. With how good Toledo's block has been down the stretch here, I was a bit surprised that Iden laid back and not coming in on that ball.
I would say I was surprised by the same thing. Also, Alex LeBoy calling off Hovey in that situation for her to set up the hitter. An interesting communication.
That's good trust between the two players, too.
Absolutely.
Out to Granger. Overpass. Hakovich saves one set point. Hakovich, that's her third kill for the starting setter. 15 assists and 7 digs. She's putting together a nice match. Bowling Green, though, can still take the second set right here. And Walls gets there, touched over. Toledo can tie it now. Out to Alt, splits the back row, and we will need extra time. You watch how far Jaden Walls had to come to get that ball, and then Kat Manley didn't get the swing on it that she wanted.
It's hard for Walls to get airtime on that set when she was running so fast just to get to the ball in the first place.
A service error. Bowling Green's going to have their third set point. And we haven't seen too many service errors in this match, period. Crucial one there. Benedetto Marcone, who took a kill off the forehead earlier from Taylor Alt, will try and serve out this set. Alt delivers again. Taylor Alt, a dozen kills now.
If they're going to a player right now on Toledo, it's Alt. Definitely one of the most dependable players on that team.
She's hitting .286 tonight. Walls to Tyler. Out. Set point, Toledo.
For the first time in tonight's match.
And the Rocket fans making some noise. And Daniela Tomic will use a challenge. Smart there by Daniela Tomic. Whether you thought the ball was in or out, it's a big call, and you get a chance to use a timeout, basically.
I think both teams could use a little bit of a stop in the momentum right now and regroup, think about what they've been doing all night that's been working for them.
And for Tyler, again, that ball was close.
Both of these challenge calls a lot closer than I thought they've been.
See if we can freeze it for you.
Oh, she might have an argument, whether she wanted to or not.
Yeah, I still think the challenge is mainly being used as a timeout, but Bowling Green, you're right, may have a case here.
And to get that point back, even if it was enough to just replay the point two, would still be huge for both of these teams.
Jason Oliver challenged earlier. The call was overturned. And at that time, when Coach Oliver challenged, had the call stayed the same and gone Bowling Green's way, the Falcons would have had a 4-point lead and set point. Right now, if this call's overturned, Bowling Green's going to have their fourth set point. Ooh, that might have caught the white line there.
It's so interesting, like you mentioned, that Bowling Green probably just challenging that just to get some time to talk, but now potentially getting a point back from it.
Will it be another overturn on a challenge? Call stands, ball is out, and Toledo will have their first set point of the night. Now if you're Abby Erickson, make sure you get this ball in play. She's had to wait a while to serve here. Controlled by Marcone. Walls over to Hovey. Tried to push it off the block. Tyler stumbles, got it over. The shoe came off for Mia Tyler. Got to be careful with where that shoe's at on the floor. And we are going to replay the point because that was dangerous right there. That shoe rolled over right underneath the net. It was tossed back over to the Bowling Green side as both teams trying to make sure they didn't step on it. And I can say this, I've caught a lot of volleyball, never seen that in a match.
I've never seen a team kick back over a shoe. That was...
Here's where it came off for Tyler. And watch as it continues on. Just crosses the center line. And then tossed back over there by Hakovic, right near Mia Tyler. One of our line judges catching it. So we replay, and now the serve is out. We're tied again. Wow. For the Rockets right now, you're kind of saying, you got to be kidding me with where they were. They look like they were going to steal this set coming from behind. Jakeway out to the pin. Taylor Alt sets up another set point. Make that 13 kills for Alt.
Tying up what she ended with last night against Miami.
Hakovic has been dangerous tonight with her service game. Marcone. Now Tyler. The door is open for the Rockets to take the set. Boyer. And that's in. Bowling Green let it go. And Toledo does come from behind, saving multiple set points for Bowling Green. And the battle of I-75 is even at a set apiece. You're watching Mid-American Conference Volleyball here on ESPN. Well, it all starts with defense for the Toledo Rockets when it came to turning things around in set number 2 to take it 28-26. And when you're talking defense for Toledo, you're talking that young lady right there, Ryan Jakeway. For her career, averaging 4.25 digs per set. You see what she's done so far this season as being number 1 in the Mid-American Conference. But for her career, second best all-time in digs per set. Second to the assistant coach right there, Marissa Leonard. From 2015 to 2018, she averaged 5.15 digs per set. I mean, what an opportunity for Marissa Leonard to be on this staff and then have a player like Ryan Jakeway deliver. And let's go even deeper with Ryan Jakeway. She came to Toledo as an outside hitter back in 2019. Was a little bit undersized in that role. She transitioned to the defensive specialist libero role in 2020. It's her quickness and her ruthless defensive play that shows out every time.
And for Jakeway, already 9 digs tonight. I would say that Toledo's defense, obviously led by Jakeway, was the reason that they were able to take that second set.
Toledo out hitting Bowling Green in that attack percentage in the second set, 378 to 211. And for Bowling Green, did you think that the Falcons down the stretch there won too many tips, not enough aggressive swings?
Maybe not aggressive swings, but I don't think that they were doing anything necessarily wrong. I think there's more they could have done, like you mentioned, maybe getting some more hits in there instead of tips, instead of playing it safe near the end of the match, but they weren't necessarily making too many mistakes, which the past few games, that's what they've been struggling with.
Bowling Green will come out with Manley, Andrews, Tyler, Mattil, Hovey, and then it looks like it'll be Jaden Walls or Amanda Otten. Toledo coming out with Abby Erickson, Taylor Alt, Claire Iden, Macy Hakovich, Ryan Felici, and Izzy Granger. While we've got a chance, we can take a peek at the Mid-American Conference standings. Toledo 4-1 so far in Mid-American Conference play, while Bowling Green sitting in at 1-3. The Falcons, the favorites to win the Mid-American Conference. It's sitting just one win so far in conference play. Big weekend to the top teams in the MAC West after playing right now the top team in the MAC West, Western Michigan, last weekend. For Toledo, or pardon me, for Bowling Green, top two teams in the MAC East Division expected to be the Falcons and the Ohio Bobcats. Bowling Green not scheduled to see Ohio until next weekend down at the Convocation Center. Keeping this ball inside the 10-foot line. It's out to Mia Tyler. There's Jaquay off the rafters. And at the net, played out of the net by Andrews. Otten's tip unaffected there, and the ball's going to go out. Point Toledo.
And we've said it before, and we'll say it again, just the power of all the swings here in the Stroh Center tonight, rebounding off anything. That was the first one to hit the ceiling like that, but just shows you how powerful these swings are.
Received by Manley. Tyler went outside the pin and converts. For Mia Tyler, her 7th kill, hitting right around the 200 mark for the match. Oh, heck of a dig there by LaPinta. It's going to be Andrews turning and sending it over.
With the one hand, that was impressive.
Almost like a Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah.
Good job just to adjust that ball and put it right in the middle of the Rockets defense. Good pass from Granger, dumped over. Hovey covers it, but it's over to Alt. A gift for Alt. With how things ended in that second set, both teams having their opportunities, it is anyone's guess as to how this one's going to play out. The Rockets are going to take the lead on their 3rd ace of the match. Comes from Abby Erickson, who served out that second set.
Toledo was quiet behind the service line the whole first set, but now it seems like the second and beginning of the 3rd set, they're starting to work up some confidence behind the service line.
Another good serve from Erickson. Free ball for the Rockets. Alt, the tip. Taylor Alt recognized the opening there over top the block. She's just piling up the kills. That's no surprise. But through 2 sets, she had 13 kills. A serve that just cleared the tape there. Manley will rise and finish. Finding a little room in the back row. Tell you more about Kat Manley and the connection that both Bowling Green and Toledo have from their high school days when we get an opportunity. Received by Granger. Felici, count it. Tell you, Ryan Felici, one of the best blockers all time in Toledo history. She's delivered every time she's gotten a touch, too, coming off the bench. Weren't sure how much we were going to see of her tonight. She didn't play last night, but she's a player that's, got 5 years of collegiate volleyball. They lean on her when they need her.
You can tell by the way she plays how calm she is, too, and confident, but just her third kill of the night.
Dumped over by Hakovic. Continues her impressive night, her fourth kill. She's got a chance for a double-double, only needs one more dig. Just love the confidence that the freshman plays with. Overpass to Boyer. And the Rockets' lead grows to 4. Daniela Tomic quickly off the bench. Our first time out of the third set. It's the Rockets roaring right now here inside the Stro with a 7-3 lead as Boyer puts it away. Well, from high school teammates to college rivals, Kat Manley, Hannah Best representing Bowling Green out of Perrysburg and St. Ursula Academy. And then Avery Adamski, defensive specialist for Toledo, along with Peyton Mormon, setter for Toledo. Really shows the quality of Northwest Ohio volleyball. And it's a special thing for everyone around here to be able to come see these players represent their schools.
You have to imagine signing day at both of those high schools, both athletes signing to go to rival colleges.
And all four players have had an impact in one way or another throughout their careers for their respective programs. Talk about Hannah Best. This has been her biggest season in a Bowling Green uniform. For Hannah Best, she totaled 16 kills last weekend against Western Michigan. Go to Kat Manley. She's been a benefit to Bowling Green ever since her redshirt freshman season. Remember, she was injured in her first season. On the Toledo side, at times you've seen Toledo run a 6-2 this season that has involved Peyton Mormon. Mormon opened up MAC play with 14 assists and 10 digs. And you go to Avery Adamski. She's one of those players that, yes, she is a defensive specialist, but can also come on, put a lot of pressure on with her service game. Avery Adamski, her sister, also played collegiately after her time at Perrysburg, went on to the University of Finland. A special thing for this battle of I-75 for those four players. It's Toledo by 5 right now. The Rockets carrying forth the momentum that they gained winning that second set in extra time. Oh, tip kill again. That was a clean tip, too.
Just reading the court so well is all tonight.
Right now, it feels as though the experience of Toledo against the mix of experience that Bowling Green has is paying off for the Rockets. And Hannah Best is out there now for Bowling Green, making her first appearance of the night. And Mathilde does keep it in play, but Boyer goes right back at Bowling Green for her 9th kill.
Taylor Alt possibly maybe looking to either tie or beat her season high of kills, which is 22 against Northeastern. Right now she's currently sitting at 16. Depending on how many sets tonight's match goes into, she could be close.
Back set. The block from Granger, that's a solo block.
And not the first one from Granger tonight. That solo block is spot on. She's following the ball so well.
Toledo continuing to turn up the defense, and Bowling Green's going to call their second timeout. That was one-on-one, and Granger won that battle. The Rockets hitting 643, but holding Bowling Green to 182 in this set. You go back to set number 1, the Falcons out-hit Toledo 250 to 091. The Rockets in the second set with 378 to 211 advantage.
And for Bowling Green, we were talking about how much of a balanced attack we've seen tonight. So many players on the board for Bowling Green, but for Toledo, also a balanced attack. However, Taylor all obviously taking over with their 16 kills. Not too far behind. A few other players, though, getting close.
Then at times, too, you see Hakovic get an opportunity to be aggressive. She has looked for a couple more dump attempts that have been successful.
And we're not seeing that aggressive nature from the setters tonight from Bowling Green. Bowling Green, I think, successful in the 6-2 that they're running tonight with 2 different setters, but it gives less of an opportunity to see those aggressive attacks from the setters.
We've said this for Toledo in set number 2. We'll say it for Bowling Green. The Falcons have time. Try and make a little run here before Toledo gets to 15. See where you're at from there.
It seems like Toledo's starting to get a little comfortable out there. So if you're Bowling Green, kind of doing anything you can right now to try to make Toledo a little uncomfortable in their home gym.
Cat Manley dug out by Alt. That's outside the pin. Brings Bowling Green to within 7. Mia Tyler will come on. Right behind her is Marcone. Going out wide. Granger let it rip. It's a nice up by LeBoy and Hovey. It's going to be Toledo called for into the net. Looked like they called Izzy Granger. That or Felici. Back set to Boyer. Bowling Green can make this a 5-point set. Lauren Hovey pushed it to the inside. Great read there by Hakovic. Jaden Walls got there. Hovey got it into the block. 3 in a row for Bowling Green. Now Jason Oliver has 2 timeouts. He's going to use one right here. Watch Hovey again. Right underneath the block for her 8th kill. She now has 8 kills, 8 digs, and 13 assists.
It was so close it almost didn't clear the tape, but definitely effective against the Toledo block.
Lauren Hovey, the super sophomore. Hovey last year was the MAC Freshman of the Year, the MAC Tournament MVP, all-conference first-team selection. Twice she was named the MAC East Offensive Player of the Week and MAC East Setter of the Week. She put up 3 triple-doubles last season, too. She was one of 10 players in the nation with 3 or more, and she was one of 2 freshmen in that category. My partner and I looking for Bowling Green, try and get back to their balance offensively as they try and climb back into this one.
Trying to fall into that rhythm of consistency once again. They definitely haven't fallen out of it, but they were just moving and grooving so early on in the game, and I think just the pressure that Toledo's putting on them right now is causing some disruption.
Toledo right now, you get back to having a clean first touch. You like where they're at. Good serve. It's an overpass to Mattil. Able to cut that ball right at the net to get it to the inside of the block.
By the look on Mattill's face, it looks like that might have been an accident, but it worked.
And it's 4 in a row for Bowling Green. Alt. Falcons looking to keep the run going. Here's Hovey. Coming at us. Good job by Alt and Granger. Out to Mia Tyler. Jaquay is there. Good pass. Hakovic to Felici. Felici sticking the tongue out there, letting them know about it.
Only thing with the Toledo offense right now is Taylor Alt might need to be a little careful in the back row. They're setting her up a lot in the back row, which is great. But one of the rules in volleyball, you can't jump in front of the 10-foot line if you're in the back row. She's getting pretty close.
And Toledo now with the block. The Rockets by 6. Tell you what, you watch that reaction there again for Felici. I mean, how can you not have fun as a fifth-year player?
Absolutely. Helps get the rest of the team fired up, too, as she serves that leadership role out on the court.
Mia Tyler finding some room there. Now will we start to see Bowling Green make a run again? Will we trade points? Or will Toledo build back up this lead? Serve from Mattil. Didn't get a ton on that attack. Alt. Hakovic gets there for Granger. Bowling Green's got another chance to get back within 4. And with this one, kept in play by Alt. Hovey. Good hands from Alt, but unable to get this ball back in play. It's 14-10.
You have to give Toledo credit for how well they control those uncontrollable balls. They do a really good job of, even if that first pass isn't exactly what they want it to be, still making an aggressive play over the net.
And you give credit there to Bowling Green sticking to their guns despite really having to work for that point.
Absolutely.
And the serve is long. Gets Toledo back up 5. Iden back on. Hovey. Oh, yeah. That was pretty.
Sometimes you can tell just by the contact Hovey gets with the ball.
No chance for the block on that one. No chance to dig that ball out either. Right at Jaquay. Tipped over. Marcone and Tyler keep it alive. It will be a free ball. They push it to Granger. Out. Oh. Looked out from our vantage point, but called good. See it again. Live action, I thought it was out.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. There was some conversation between the main judge and the line judge.
Dumped over by Walls. Iden with a great up. Tyler. It's Iden again. Now here's Alt. Andrews. Jaquay. Another long point. Tyler, Jaquay there again. Alt ripped that ball line. Tell you what, the liberos on both sides putting on a show.
Jaquay, just the way she absorbs the ball and moves away from it, you can tell that's why her passes are so effective in the back row.
You said it perfectly, that word absorb, because I thought LeBoy did the same thing on a ball that came up around her shoulders, still allowed Bowling Green to put an offensive attack together. Attack is out. Toledo wants a touch call. It will be out. Point Bowling Green. That's point Bowling Green as that ball hit the pin first. Had to make sure that ball didn't catch the block and then the pin. The official right on top of it.
Bowling Green effectively fighting back right now, but they still have some work to do if they want to tie things up before Toledo enters the red zone.
Hannah Best with a heck of a spot on that serve. Brings Bowling Green to within 3. For Best, her 9th ace of the season. Hannah Best had her season high in kills back against Baylor. Bowling Green's non-conference play. Put on another good serve there. LeBoy. Now it's Manley. Tell you what, Bowling Green had to get things sorted out as far as who was going to take that ball. LeBoy, like we saw earlier, takes command. And now the Rockets will use their second timeout. Falcons were down as many as 8, now down just 2. Watch it again. LeBoy gets underneath her teammates, delivers it to Manley. Kat Manley's got 8 kills on the night, hitting .217.
I feel like Bowling Green needed that point too. After the Toledo Rockets gave them a free ball, putting them within 2 at this point in the game I think was huge. That might have been one of the biggest points.
You've got Petra and Drova in there, out for the season for Bowling Green due to injury, but a voice in that huddle every time for the 2-time MAC Player of the Year.
And you mentioned earlier in the season how Petra and Drova kind of serving just as another coach right now for Bowling Green, really providing that leadership opportunity, especially in tight sets like this against a rivalry team.
Coming out of the timeout, Toledo 17, Bowling Green 15. Hannah Best back serving. Toledo trying to hold on to the lead. Middle. There's LeBoy. Manley. Look to go line, and it's out. Toledo by 3. Walls gets there for the bump set. And Kat Manley found some room that time.
It's what they needed, siding out at this point in the game. Getting behind more than about 2 points could be a little costly for either team in this sense, just with the way that things have been going, both teams riding off momentum.
Just cleared the tape. There's Best, now LeBoy. Walls sends it over and out. It's Hakovich being aggressive again, leading to that.
Walls almost trying to match that, but one of the first times that she's done it so far tonight.
Walls to Mattil as Bowling Green tried to speed it up. Boyer. Off of Bowling Green's block and out of bounds. Boyer's 9th kill. She's still hitting well above 400 for the match. Came in here hitting .313 on the season. Manley off the block. There's Granger. Hakovich trying to save it. It's a much needed point for Bowling Green. They didn't want to see that Rockets lead grow anymore. Going deep corner to Alt. Felici. You can count it every time.
Still such a smart placement for Walls, sending Alt so far into the back row she wasn't able to get to the front of the court fast enough to be able to get a kill, but when you have Felici up there, it's kind of a give or take for Toledo.
Felici is 6 for 6 tonight.
It's incredible.
Toledo by 4. Over. That's off of Mattil. That time, Granger and Felici had to try to work together to not collide on that one. Now they laugh about it at the net.
After they got the point, of course.
Rockets looking to make this a 6-point advantage. Granger, cross court, kill. Toledo now hitting 342 for the set compared to Bowling Green's 189. Rockets have hit above 300 in each of the last 2 sets. Trying to find that seam. Walls gets there. A jump set from Hakovic. Granger tried to send it back row. It's off the tape. Granger again swings away, and this one is out. But a touch. And Bowling Green players want Daniela Tomic to challenge. They can't believe this ball was called a touch. Daniela Tomic looking at her team again. She will challenge. Was there a touch on this swing? And I thought that ball got by Hovey before there was any touch.
You can tell by the motion of her hand. She was going towards the outside, kind of like a circular motion with her block. Just missed it as she moved her hands to the left. Yeah, the ball didn't change its rhythm at all. I'm not seeing a touch.
I think this may be one of those calls that will be overturned.
2 have gone in the favor of Toledo tonight, so you got to think.
The two that have gone Toledo's way, I believe, were both out calls. This one a touch call.
And this one's such a big point because that puts Toledo at set point. At least they'd still be 2 away if Toledo wins this.
Right, still that opportunity where you can make a run, because when you're sitting 2 points away, things always seem to get a little tougher.
Yep.
Now if things stay the way they are and the Rockets close out this 3rd set, what do you need to see from Bowling Green in the 4th?
I think Bowling Green in the 4th set would have to bring that momentum right from the beginning. It seems like the past 2 sets they've been a little iffy at the beginning, but in that 1st set they came out right from the get-go.
Ooh. Maybe a touch right on that middle finger from Hovey. Hovey was the first one to turn around and tell Daniela Tomic to challenge.
It's a hard call. I don't know if I can make a call even on this one.
The call stands. There was a touch. And that's just adding to the frustration right now for Daniela Tomic as Toledo has set point. Out to Manley. Jake Way forced to take it. Jack is out. Toledo again wants a touch call. Officials not biting on that one. And Toledo's not going to waste time with a 6-point lead. Tyler and Marcone return. Rocket fans on their feet looking for the Rockets to take a 2-1 advantage. Good play by Hakovic. Mattil got her hands up. Granger finds the corner for the kill, and the Rockets have the advantage going to set number 4. They've taken the last two sets, 28-26, and now 25-18. Can Toledo get it done in the Battle of I-75 on the road in 4? We will find out. You're watching ESPN. Taylor Alt putting together an all-around night. She's got a chance before this one's over for her 8th double-double of the season, and that's honestly been one of the things we've impressed most about her tonight. We know about her offense coming in. Defensively, she's done a great job. She's passed well.
It's her all-around play that's really threatening Bowling Green tonight. I mean, usually offensively, she's that leader for the Toledo Rockets, but defensively tonight, almost really stepping up because the Bowling Green Falcons offense has been so intense, especially in that first set. They needed someone else in that back row.
Taylor Alt, her numbers on the night, hitting above 300. Those 6 digs, 17 kills. That is right on her average for conference play so far with 17 kills.
And like we talked about, Taylor Alt just 5 kills away right now from matching her season high.
She continues to climb the all-time career kills list at Toledo. Alt needs 15 more to move into 3rd all-time.
When you have a player like that on your team, I mean, that already just puts you one step ahead.
Benedetta Marcone will serve to start set number 4. Received by Iden. Here's Granger. Good play by LeBoy laying out, and Hovey turns defense into offense.
You got to give that credit to Alex LeBoy. Such an impressive dig for the libero. Almost a pancake even, but it looked like she got it with her fist.
Textbook. Hakovic taking matters into her own hands on a ball that was coming right on the net. And Hakovic adding to her double-double with her 5th kill. She's got 14 digs and 29 assists. And Bowling Green responds. Fired up after that one. Mathill and Walls working together.
By trend, it feels like all 3 of the sets prior in this one so far in the 4th have started out so intense back and forth between both of these teams, and then it seems like once you hit the 10 mark, one of the teams kind of finds their momentum, finds a rhythm, and starts to pull away.
Tip kill for Felici. She's now 7 out of 8 on her attacks tonight. Started out 6 for 6.
And the attack percentage still very similar for both of these teams on the lower end, which tells you that this game is very half and half, offense and defense.
Tyler.
Just got high enough over top of that block.
Mia, her 9th kill, hitting 200. Bowling Green as a team for the match, their attack percentage 232, the Rockets 284. Hovey. Ooh. Didn't miss it by much.
Clearly that would have been an ace if it would have, or if it did land in.
Bowling Green had 7 aces through the first 2 sets, 1 in the 3rd. Tyler. Oh yeah. So for Mia Tyler, that's now her 4th straight match with double-digit kills. We talked back to that word consistency. Also know Mia Tyler's been one of the iron women for Bowling Green, having played in now all 16 matches.
154 kills on the season so far. Last weekend, hitting .24 and .25 both nights against Western Michigan.
Pushed over by Granger, opportunity for the Falcons. Manley's tip. Boyer, right at Hovey. Good up there by Andrews. It will be a chance for Toledo. Boyer again. Got it this time. That's where I go back to Bowling Green and their ability right now to try and knock down the confidence of Toledo, because Toledo with Felici, Boyer, Alt, Granger, all contributing.
All contributing right now. Bowling Green not getting many chances right now to make a run offensively. It seems like they're just playing a lot of defense.
Overpass to Granger. Toledo goes in front. There's only so much, if you're Daniel Tomic, you can talk about in the timeout. You got to play on the floor right now to get it done.
And I think all the players on Bowling Green know what they need to do. We saw them produce in that first set of play.
Kat Manley will be credited with the kill, and she's now in double figures. Manley was really hot to start the season, averaging 11.5 kills a match through the first 6. Since then, 4.5 kills a match. Part of it was due to the illness she had going when Bowling Green went out west to Colorado. Really hasn't been the same yet since coming back.
You can tell she's working back up to it, though.
And part of that's a mental game, too.
Absolutely.
And too high for Abby Erickson. Off the tape, ace for LeBoy. Bowling Green's 9th. Bowling Green really did miss her when she was out with an illness opening weekend versus Northern Illinois. Remember back against Loyola Chicago when the Falcons had the Ramblers, Wright State, and Texas A&M all in one weekend here for the Invitational. LeBoy had 19 digs and 11 assists for her first career double-double. When Wright State was here, Bowling Green coming out on top. Toledo also saw Wright State, but it was in a scrimmage right before the regular season got underway. And you're looking at all 3 programs in the state of Ohio. Very good programs.
Absolutely.
Keeping it in state, Bowling Green saw Ohio State earlier this year. Falcons lost in 5 there. Manley. There's Alt with another dig. Tipped over. Bowling Green getting a bunch of chances here. Can they capitalize? That's Alexis Mattil answering that question with her 6th kill.
You have to think that maybe Alt hasn't been challenged on defense enough. Maybe they haven't been facing teams where she's really needed to step up on defense, because it looks like tonight she's comfortable, she's confident behind the ball with how many digs she's been able to grab.
Boyer, right off the block. Boyer's got a dozen kills now. Her season high is 14. That came against Memphis. She's had now 10 matches with double-digit kills this season. Manley swinging away, and there's the dig for Jaquay. Over to Granger, her tip. Bowling Green got a couple of touches. It's sent over by Best. The slide. Great hands from LeBoy. Manley goes right through the block. Yeah, right through. Bowling Green with a little cushion right now. This lead is anything but safe. Long way to go as this one sails on Otten. Got to remember that Amanda Otten, still just 18 years old, one of the youngest players on this Bowling Green roster, and she's going to have times where things aren't going to go her way. She's got to be able to bounce back from mentally, just do what she can to be effective in other ways.
Makes me feel old.
You make me feel old. Lauren Hovey utilizes the block, and it's Bowling Green back to a 3-point lead. Here comes Marcone and Tyler as Manley and Best go out.
It's good to see that as both teams are starting to get farther into their seasons, that the unforced errors are starting to become limited. I think tonight maybe the biggest one that we've seen for both teams would be behind the service line, but other than that, a pretty clean game of volleyball tonight.
Marcone with the up, but it's into the net. Mattil, middle attack has been effective. Bowling Green's able to speed it up, turn it into a one-on-one. Odds are in your favor.
Just Mattill's 6th kill of the night, but she's having a great night otherwise. It seems like defensively, maybe that's where she's been a little bit louder tonight with the block.
We lose the momentum there on a service error. Bowling Green can't afford too many of those. You're keeping Toledo right in it in this set. The Rockets have the 2-1 advantage. Go back to your point about Mattil having 6 kills. Andrews also has 7. Tipped over. Good read there by Walls. Hovey, cross court, and out.
Looked like there almost might have been a touch there from Hakovic. Maybe she got out of the way just in time, but it looked like it got her chest almost.
Rockets within 1. Good serve. Granger there, now Hakovic to Alt, and her tip looked like it was short. I don't think that ball caught the block. And Bowling Green gets the block up again with Hovey and Andrews. I think the volleyball gods might have spoke up there.
Definitely. If Bowling Green didn't get that point, I think the gym would have erupted.
Get the block there, but if we get a chance, I would like to go back to before that and show you it again from the net cam to see if there was a touch on the previous swing, previous touch from Alt. Boyer. Right back to a 1-point set. Let's go back to the last tip kill attempt for Alt. And that was not what we were looking for there. Looking for the swing from 17. Bowling Green got the block up on the previous point after Alt got another opportunity. Serve is out wide. Bowling Green remains in front. Here comes Best and Manley.
Bowling Green keeping with this 2-point lead, but like you mentioned, I mean, hardly a lead at this point between these two teams.
And into the stands off the attack out of the middle for Felici. Felici's got 8 kills, Boyer's got 13, Alt's got 17, Granger's got 10. And the setter, Hakovic, has 5. Off the bump set from Manley, it's over to Otten. How about that? Pin to pin. Bowling Green finding ways to keep this lead. pausing the action to wipe up the floor.
Brad, I think you might have a stat sheet by the end of the night tonight with the amount of catches you've had here on the sideline.
Clean catches, too.
They have been. They have been.
Working on Golden Glove here. I mean, we're into the MLB postseason. Wild card's over. Time for the divisional series. Can you guess who my favorite team is?
I can't.
I'll give you a chance. I'll let you think about it for a little bit.
Okay.
Good touch off the block. Hovey to Manley. There's Jakeway. It's over to Mattil. Good touch off of the swing from Otten. A little bit of a scramble. There's Best in the back row. Saved by Hovey to Manley. Jakeway again. Manley. Jakeway does the splits to keep that one off the turf. Off the hardwood, that is. And Bowling Green gets off the block. One of the biggest points of the night.
Despite Bowling Green earning that point, there's a reason why Jakeway is averaging the most amount of digs per set right now. It seems like every single defensive ball, she's the one that's getting to it.
Mattil earned that block. 15-12 your score here in set number 4. Bowling Green's defense trying to turn things around in this 4th set and get this one to a 5th and deciding set. Alexis Mattil, number 3 on that list for a reason. She just showed you why. Jessica Andrews also on that list. And we've got 3 of the top 10 blockers in the MAC in Buckley, Lauren Gilliland, and Marie Plitt, all coming to town tomorrow. Bowling Green by 3. Boyer got it in the block. Nice play out of the net by Mattil. They carried into the back row, and Toledo within 2. Iden on for Boyer.
In the last set when BG hit 15, they were down at least 2 or 3 points. So now in the 4th set of play, the one that they have to win to push into 5, they're up.
Can they hold it? Mattil gets it back to a 3-point lead. Her 8th kill. Hitting above 350 on the night. Controlled by Iden. Tipped over. And just out.
That was a close one. Almost looked like it got a piece of the line.
Hakovic tried to flip over the shoulder. And Toledo will challenge. You thought it was close.
It did look like it was close. From my advantage point, although I can hardly see the line without having to straighten up over the table, it did look like it was out. But definitely a close ball.
We can freeze that one more time. I think I could see a little hardwood in there in between the white line.
And where you see the shadow of the ball where it's about to hit the floor, that's outside the line.
And that vantage point right there.
Looks like it's in.
Right.
It's a hard call. You have to wonder which advantage point the judge is looking at.
Well, if the call stands, it's Bowling Green by 4. If not, Toledo within 2. The Rockets do not want to see this one go to 5.
And you have to think, too, the line judge that was on that side of the court, very close to the ball, immediately called out.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed the Battle of I-75 as much as we have tonight. Every set has been a different story. How close these two schools are together. You always look forward to this matchup. We know we've got it coming up in football very soon. It'll be played at Dwight Perry Stadium this year.
And such a big weekend for Bowling Green, facing two of their rivalries, I'd say, in the same weekend. That's a lot to prepare for.
And every time Bowling Green plays Ball State, feels like it has a huge meaning on the rest of the season. Sometimes it's been in the MAC tournament, multiple times it's been in the MAC tournament final. Other times it's been about who could possibly host the MAC tournament.
And when it's been in the MAC tournament final, too, you talked about storylines. It feels like in that final game, it's a completely different storyline than it was maybe earlier that season.
And Bowling Green is the defending MAC champs. The Falcons went to Muncie to win that MAC tournament last year. We'll show you again what we're looking at. See, that ball was called out. Did it catch the line? We'll show you the other angle. And Daniela Tomic thinking they've taken a long enough look at this one. And the calls, the challenges have not gone in favor of Daniela Tomic tonight. Call stands, ball's out, Bowling Green by 4. Down official going back and forth between the two head coaches. Looks as though we're ready to get back to the action. Bowling Green 17, Toledo 13. Get it over to Granger. Couldn't put a lot on that one. Hovey was touched by Jakeway. That ball would have been well out. But she was committed.
Jakeway just has that quick reaction time. Usually it works out in her favor, but in a situation like that, it's hard to tell.
And Toledo's going to use their first of 2 timeouts. Well, if this one goes to 5, let's tell you where these two teams are at in 5-set matches this season. Toledo 2-2, Bowling Green 3-3.
Wow.
So
Tied up.
They both had their fair share of 5-setters.
Bowling Green historically a team that likes that 5-set of play. Usually pretty successful, knock on wood of course, for them when they go to 5 sets.
Just get that feeling with how this set has gone that we go back to what we said after the first 2 sets. Tough to tell which way it's going to go.
With the comebacks that Toledo's already put together so far tonight, it would not surprise me if they put together a little run here, just down by 5 points. But I'd say if Bowling Green hits the red zone, then things might be a different story.
And Bowling Green took the first set, 25-17. The Rockets came from behind in set 2 to take it an extra time, 28-26. And Toledo was pretty impressive offensively in the third set to take it 25-18. Will it be the Rockets in 4, or will Bowling Green get this one to 5? Toledo looking to make a run. Granger blocked. Granger gets another swing. That's a good touch. Manley. Bowling Green by 6. Right out of the middle, and that's in. Serve is right into the net from Granger. Bowling Green into the red zone, leading by 6.
A costly service there, putting Bowling Green in the red zone too.
Serve from Marcone. Alt. Just when you think she's been a little quiet, she just picked up her 19th kill of the match. Her season high for kills is 22.
Correct. Seems like the vertical of Taylor Alt just so perfect for those tips because she can read the block while still putting the ball to the ground.
Along with the size she already has.
Absolutely.
Hovey, straight up, straight down on the block for Alt and Felici. Bowling Green's got 2 timeouts left. It's still a 4-point lead. I think if Toledo gets one more point here, you'll see Bowling Green's first. Serve from Avery Adamski, making her first appearance tonight in this set. Bowling Green handles the serve, turns it into quick offense. Pressed over by Hakovic. For Hakovic, her 6th kill of the night. Down the line. And Tyler thought that one might go long, steps out of the way and it clips Marcone. That can't happen right now if you're Bowling Green. Walls to Tyler. Jaquay's there. It will be another chance for Bowling Green. Tyler buried it. Timeout Toledo, Bowling Green 22, Toledo 18. Well, we can start to talk about what is ahead for these two teams. We've been leading to it for Bowling Green throughout the night. The fact that the Falcons are right back home tomorrow against Ball State. That is scheduled for a 4 o'clock start against the Cardinals. Then you finally get to MAC East Division play. They go on the road down to the Convocation Center to take on the Ohio Bobcats. Bowling Green number 1 in the MAC East preseason poll, Ohio number 2. And the Falcons will stay down south when they take on the Miami Redhawks at Millett Hall. Kent State entering tonight. That'll be Bowling Green's next home match after tomorrow. The Golden Flashes 0-5 in conference play and 4-12 overall. Out to Alt. Taylor Alt's 20th kill of the night gets Toledo within 3. And service error gets Bowling Green within 2 points of taking the set. tell you this, the last time these two teams went to 5 was back in the COVID-shortened season. And it was Toledo coming out on top.
Wow.
Handed Bowling Green their only MAC loss. Here's Granger. Out. Set point, Bowling Green. Well, the Falcons have done what they needed to till this point. The serve from Best. Hakovic to Granger, covered by Hovey. Walls. She's trying to get around her teammate there, just decided to take matters into her own hands, and it's out. Still set point, Bowling Green leading by 4. Tight ball to Andrews. And the first double call of the night. It's a call you rarely see these days.
And an interesting timing of that call. We haven't seen too many of those tonight so far. Not just double calls, but all those little...
Manley out. And Bowling Green has 2 timeouts. Daniela Tomic will use 1. Toledo not done yet in this 4th set. You get 1 more point here and things really tighten up.
And some words of advice to Jaden Walls, trying to help out her team right now. It might not be working for her own aggressive attacks, but Walls putting together a pretty successful night working in the 6-2. I thought her sets have been right on point so far for the hitters. I mean, just looking at like attack percentage and so far the offensive success of Bowling Green tonight. It's also credit to Lauren Hovey as well.
Pretty simple here for Bowling Green coming out of the timeout. Control this first ball, take advantage of your first touch. Don't open the door for Toledo.
Absolutely. Read the defense of Toledo, get around the block.
Who do you think Bowling Green might go to here if they have the opportunity to choose where they're going?
My personal thoughts would be to go middle. Reasoning behind that, just because I think most consistently tonight they've seen the most success from the middle.
Andrews in the middle tonight, 7 kills, hitting .357. Bowling Green trying to close out the 4th. Ryan Jaquay serving. Controlled by LeBoy. Walls to Manley. Off the block. Bowling Green has forced this one to a 5th and deciding set. 25-22. You wanted it, you got it, folks. The Battle of I-75 will come down to set number 5 here on ESPN. Well, Bowling Green and Toledo through 4 sets, almost even in the kills. A slight edge for Toledo in blocks, which is a big reason why the Rockets took the 2nd set and the 3rd set. Hitting percentage, again, about even with the way Bowling Green tightened things up in that 4th set. And defensively, I mean, what can you say about this match and the way both sides have played?
It's been the name of the game tonight, just looking at the hitting percentage, how similar it is and how much back and forth both of these teams have been. Also looking at the dig category, how high those numbers are. You have to think about that this is going into 5 sets of play, so sometimes more sets than normal, but still such high numbers. So that just shows you how defensively heavy this game has been so far.
If you missed it earlier, Bowling Green is 3-3 in 5-set matches this season, while Toledo is 2-2. And this is the first time these two teams have gone to 5 since the spring of 2021. Bowling Green that season was 22-2 overall, 20-1 in conference. That one loss came to Toledo right here at the Stro. Can Toledo get it done on the road, or will Bowling Green get it done on their home floor? The Falcons trying to improve to 5-2 at home, snap their 3-match losing streak. Toledo 2-4 on the road this season. The Rockets are trying to make it back-to-back wins on the road this weekend after defeating Miami last night. A loss here for the Rockets, and they would drop to 4-2 in conference play. Bowling Green right now 1-3 in the MAC.
If you're a player out on the court, though, right now, you have to love the fifth set of play, the rivalry match of the season. Going into that fifth set of play, it's a short set, but we always talk about in this fifth set of play, every point is so important, especially from the beginning, because of how short it is.
Bowling Green has Mattil, Hovey, Manley, Best, LeBoy, and Walls on the floor. For Toledo, they're going to bring out Anna Alford. Alford making her first appearance of the night, the sophomore middle, standing at 6'4". She's out there with Alt, Hatkovich, Jaquay, Iden, and Granger. Here we go with the fifth. And Hannah Best tried to get out of the way there, could not. Toledo starts the fifth with an ace. That's one that Best just got to put behind her right now.
Yeah.
Received by Manley. Mattil. Good play by Iden. Now here's Alt. That one didn't have a chance.
One of the few attack errors
Right.
we've seen from Holt tonight.
And 20 kills on the night, 7 digs. After that last attack, she's hitting 277. Here's Marcone. And a service error. And you've got a shorter set. Those are the kind of plays that come back to haunt you a little bit.
Especially two just errors that they could have avoided already in this fifth set of play.
And Avery Adamski, who just came on in the fourth set to serve, will serve again here. Tyler, yes. 12 kills on the night for Mia Tyler. Mattil, a short serve. Attack is out. And the official says there was a touch from Bowling Green. Daniela Tomic, not happily, brings out the challenge card. And I think right now, based on the reactions we've seen from Daniela Tomic, yes, she's going to challenge here, but she doesn't think she should have to challenge here. She thought that ball was clearly out. She didn't think there was a touch.
I would have to agree with that statement, too. I did not see a touch whatsoever. The ball didn't look like it changed direction at all.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like the line judge did not call a touch. It was just the up official.
Correct.
Did Mia Tyler get a piece of this?
It looked like she was late on the block to me. It's hard to tell from that angle, but to me it looks like, from that angle, it looks like there could have been contact. But based on just what I was watching, it looks like Tyler was late on the block.
We thought earlier Hovey might have been late, but you look at the angles, the different ones that we have enough times, and you start to question it. The calls haven't gone quite the way we would have expected. We've had quite a few challenges tonight. That's a really good ball from Hatkovich, too. Get in position for that one, get it right where it needed to be.
There's been a lot of challenge calls tonight.
And they haven't been quick replays either.
Definitely not.
Will this be another kill for Felici? Did that ball get by Mia Tyler without a touch. And our production crew thinking there was no direction change on the ball. And the point is going to go to Toledo. They're saying there was a touch there from Mia Tyler. My partner does not agree. The challenges have definitely not gone Bowling Green's way tonight.
It's just unfortunate, but like you mentioned earlier, you got to have
short memory.
Short memory, exactly.
It's one of the biggest things you got to have in volleyball. Mia Tyler. Nice play by Granger. It's Alt to push it over. Opportunity Bowling Green to tie it up. Tyler blocked. Kept alive by Walls. Here's Tyler. It's going to be Boyer. The dig for Walls. Marcone and Tyler almost collided. Boyer, there's the boy. Touched over by Tyler. Alt. Good play by Marcone this time. And 4 hits against Bowling Green. Caught the tape, but not the block.
The Bowling Green defense, wow, on that last volley, saving anything that they could in the back row.
But it never felt like Bowling Green was able to put the offensive attack together that they would have liked.
Nope. It felt like the second attack was always off because the setter wasn't able to get to it.
It's touched over by Tyler. Dumped over, there's Walls. She saw it all the way. Hakovic to Alt, swinging away. And Bowling Green thought that ball was out. They're going to call timeout. Toledo has a 5-2 advantage here in the 5th. As you're watching, you can see this ball from Alt was clearly in. Kill number 21 for Taylor Alt, one shy of her season high. You just have to play through everything you've gone through tonight. Both teams have had their situations where things may have not gone their way. But Toledo, this is where the Rockets want to be. Get out to that early lead in this 5th set, up 5-2.
And if you're Bowling Green, having the block play extra attention to Taylor Alt right now, because by trend throughout the game so far tonight, they're going to Alt when these games become crucial. The last few points of the game, especially in a situation like that, winning the point back after a challenge, going to Alt.
And at this point in the match, you don't go away from Alt until Bowling Green stops her.
Exactly.
Hakovic serving. 6 kills, 15 digs, and 41 assists tonight. It's a new season high for Hakovic. Toledo by 3 out of the timeout. Back set, it was a tight pass to Hovey. And now you've got 4 hits called against Bowling Green for the second time this set. I don't remember it being called at all on either side through the first 4 sets. But now that's a call that when you've got it going against you, it's going to be a long set.
Of course, coming up in the 5th set too.
Hovey. It was not an easy serve for Bowling Green to handle, and Bowling Green still able to handle it. Gets Bowling Green within 3. Hakovic to Alt. And that's going to be an overpass to Felici. Bowling Green just gave one away. They put the pressure on with their service game. Alt swing is well off the net, and it was not a good pass there. And that's Hovey running in. Not the easiest play to make, but a play we've seen her make time and time again.
And it just feels like it's a control thing right now for Bowling Green. Everything just feeling like it's a little bit off. If they get the first pass, they're not getting the second, vice versa.
There's Granger. Toledo by 5. Izzy Granger, she's one dig shy of a double-double as we will switch midway through. Toledo 8, Bowling Green 3. Now it's going to be Taylor Alt to serve. Toledo is halfway home here in the 5th. Tell you what, nobody has left the Stro for the Battle of I-75, and we are 2.5 hours into this match. We'll be back. Welcome back inside the Stro Center. Battle of I-75, Toledo leading Bowling Green 8-3. Brad Woznicki alongside Samantha Momeyer. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate our crew tonight. Director Brandon Walters. Here's Taylor Alt. Hovey, it's going to be over to Boyer. Again, Bowling Green's control right now, helping the Rockets' cause.
If you're Bowling Green, you worked so hard to push this to 5 sets. Now it's just finding that last little bit of momentum.
And if you're Toledo, the way you've responded after not being able to close this one out in 4.
Especially after dropping that first set.
Looking for the corner, it's out. Rockets by 7, 5 points away from taking the match. Bowling Green's got to regroup in a hurry. Attack percentages now, Toledo 274, Bowling Green 217. In this set alone, Toledo 364, the Falcons negative 077. Andrews out. The lead is 8 for Toledo. Toledo has won 9 of the last 10 points. Good deep serve. It'll be Andrews. Now Bowling Green's got to string a few together.
A really impressive performance tonight from the Rockets. Honestly, just being able to control whatever they can. Never really getting nervous, never really losing their momentum tonight. Really a balanced effort by the whole team. Stepping up defensively.
With 4 players with double-digit kills. Toledo right back up 8. Rockets looking for their first win against Bowling Green since 2021, and Jaden Walls wisely took that play herself. Trying to light a fire under her teammates after making that play. Bowling Green's got an ace to get within 6. Alex LeBoy delivers. And Toledo doesn't want to see Bowling Green have a chance to get back into this one at all. Rockets call timeout with that 6-point advantage. Well, we've showed you what is ahead for Bowling Green. How about for the Toledo Rockets? We're looking for back-to-back wins this weekend. Defeated Miami last night, trying to take down Bowling Green here tonight. The Rockets will gladly return home to take on Buffalo. Buffalo so far has been very good in the MAC East. In fact, for the Bulls, they are 13-3 overall, 3-1 in the conference. currently tied atop the East Division with Akron. Toledo's going to have a showdown in Muncie with Ball State on October 17th. Then again on the road against Akron. There's one challenge after another that we could say for both of these teams.
Going to Ohio, too. All those tough matches lined up, but right now in the MAC, East or West, you're going to have a tough match upcoming.
Makes us excited for how the rest of the month of October is going to play out in the MAC tournament in November. It'll be here before you know it. Where will it be played? TBD. It's Toledo 12, Bowling Green 6. Toledo struggling again with the serve. It will be a free ball. Can Bowling Green use it? Manley, the attack error. Tried to cut that ball. Rockets 2 points away with Iden serving. Walls will go out to the pin for Manley. That's off the block, point Bowling Green. 14th kill for Manley.
Able to redeem herself after the last attack error.
Serve from Walls. Hakovich got it to Alford. It'll be Hovey. Jaquay waiting in the back row. Alt went right at Alexis Mattil, and it's match point Toledo. Taylor Alt has just tied her season high of 22 kills.
Also now that rotation puts Alt back up in the front row, so an opportunity to top that season high.
Hovey uses the block. Toledo still up 6. A little delayed, but it will be Marcone coming on for Manley. It's going to be Alt to take it. Alford couldn't get that one over. Push deep, LeBoy is there. Walls back to Hovey. Uses the block again. And it's 14-9. Toledo still has the one timeout, but a 5-point lead.
Despite the lead Toledo created in this fifth set, in the second and the third set, Bowling Green still not letting them have it easy.
Rockets looking for the match right here. Bowling Green got the block up. It's back over to Alt. Blocked again. How about one more time? Taylor Alt tries the tip. And that is how it ends, folks. It needed 5 to decide a winner, and it's the Rockets coming out on top in the Battle of I-75. 15-9 in the fifth set. And Taylor Alt with a season high 23 kills.
It's an impressive night for Taylor Alt, not to just mention her offense, getting that season high, also her defense. I mean, it was the all-around effort for Toledo, but obviously Taylor Alt, Felici really holding that leadership role for the Toledo Rockets tonight,
Bowling Green drops to 4-3 at home, 1-4 in the MAC. This will be the Falcons' 4th straight loss, while Toledo improves to 5-1 in conference play. They get wins over Miami and Bowling Green this weekend. Your final numbers across the board, it was a pretty even night. Thought Bowling Green's service game early on was very effective, but at the end of the night, two of the things that you and I talked a lot about was consistency and balance across the board, and Toledo had more balance at the end of the night.
Absolutely, along with the style of both of the teams, the way that they were playing tonight. You're looking at the stats so similar all throughout the stats across the board tonight, so it really just came down to all those little things. We talked about some of the unforced errors, the consistency, the style, and just how the teams were playing all as one.
Toledo now 7-10 overall, Bowling Green 7-9. So the Rockets win the Battle of I-75. And that is going to do it for us here inside the Stroh Center. Want to thank everyone for joining us on your Friday evening. For Toledo, the week is done. Bowling Green back at it tomorrow night right here on ESPN when the Falcons take on the Ball State Cardinals in another East versus West showdown. Thank you to my broadcast partners, Samantha Mullmeyer and our entire crew. I'm Brad Wasnicki reminding you tonight's match can only be seen on ESPN. The Rockets get it done in 5 over Bowling Green.